Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Mike Brenner coming to you with the Brenner Blast and the Brenner Breakdown for Monday, April 23rd. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope you got to spend some good family quality time, and also hope you cashed some tickets. We're going to really have a good week. I feel it coming on. We were 1-1 yesterday in the video picks. We had the Diamondbacks that got it done in baseball, and shame on me for taking the Toronto Raptors. I'm sitting here telling a buddy of mine last night, it's like, how did that team get all those wins that year? And he said, I think they slipped away for 20 games and played either a high school or a AA college or something. And it kind of made sense. That team absolutely had it handed to them again against Washington. And if you can't beat Washington, trust me, you got no hope of even thinking about beating a Philadelphia, a Cleveland, or an Indiana. Toronto, time to go home, baby. Shame on me. But there is some good news. 2-0 on the private paid picks yesterday. We cashed with Cleveland Cavaliers on the full game, and we cashed with the Milwaukee Bucks on the first half. They didn't cover that full game, squeaked by 2, but by God, they came out storming, easily covered that first half. So a 2-0 sweep of the board yesterday on the paid picks. We hit 3 out of 4 altogether. I'll take it any day of the week. And once again, a shame on me for taking Toronto. And Toronto fans, it's nothing personal. It's just you guys got to be frustrated. Dwayne Casey, he's got to go. He's not a coach. That team settles for mediocrity. You got 2 players you're building around. Next year, you better be looking actually for 3 or 4 new starters if you guys want any hope of whatsoever, ever getting to a championship series. But Toronto, you just showed once again, it's done. You guys are done. It's over with, baby. All right, well, I got that frustration out. Let's move forward. Hey, guys, hit me up at MikeBrennerSports@gmail.com. I got the remainder of the NBA package for the private paid picks. You don't want to miss it, and you'd be very surprised at the value that you can get. So hit me up, MikeBrennerSports@gmail.com. All right, Major League Baseball, you got the Philadelphia Phillies really surging. Red Sox, they came back down to earth. LA Angels have come back down to earth. And defending champion Houston Astros are kicking ass, taking names, 16-7. Let's talk about that game. You got LA Angels coming into town at Houston. You got 2 very good pitchers, Tyler Skaggs, he's 2-1 with a 3.98 ERA or 3.48 ERA, and Garrett Cole, who they acquired from Pittsburgh, 2-0 with an 0.96 ERA. All right, Houston, they've won 6 in a row. They're favored in this game, -200. No call on that, but that will be a good game. LA Angels, can they bounce back? All right, second game I want to talk about. It's a very limited slate in baseball, and the second game is the pick that we have for baseball today. We got Atlanta going to play Cincinnati. Foltynewicz is on the mound for Atlanta, 1-1, 2.53 RA. He's not allowed more than 2 runs in 3 of his 4 starts, and I'm telling you, this guy is really the key for Atlanta. They're off to the best start in 4 years. I mean, nothing huge, nothing to write home about, but they're playing very competitive baseball, and I talked about that the other day. They're playing at Cincinnati, which is a sinking ship. I think they're 3-18 or something on the year. Sal Romano, that poor guy's got to take the mound, 0-2 with a 5.75 ERA. I got one thing to say to Cincinnati and one of their players. Joey Votto, what are you doing? Get the hell out of there. And I'm telling you, why this guy hasn't been picked up by a New York Yankees or a Boston Red Sox, I don't understand it. But I don't think he'll be in a Reds uniform throughout the year because that team is definitely in some trouble. But we do have a call. MLB Baseball, pull that trigger, baby, with the Atlanta Braves. Full game on the money line, -125. That's right, we're riding the Braves on the money line, -125 in Major League Baseball. All right, let's talk about some NHL. You got Boston at Toronto. Boston's up 3-2. All right, they crushed the Leafs in the first 2 games, scoring 12 goals. But now Toronto's really buckling down. It might be tough for Boston to get that win on the road because the Leafs are not only breathing life, their fan base has come back to life as well. That can be a very dangerous element in NHL hockey. Boston at Toronto, no call on that one. Then you got Washington at Columbus. Washington's up 3-2 over the Blue Jackets. This is going to be a grind. This is a tough series. This is going to be one hell of a game. So I just wanted to bring those 2 up. I got no call on NHL today. We're still up to, we're 5-3 in the NHL playoff pick. So I got one tomorrow. I can't wait for the puck to be dropped. But Washington at Columbus and Boston at Toronto. No call on them. All right, let's wrap it up with NBA. All right, the Bucks squeaked by. Again, sharp call all for us. We had them in the first half, and they barely won the game. Spurs, desperation win. I don't know if Golden State just kind of took a deep breath knowing this series is over. I don't know, but still, now you got to go back to Golden State. And didn't sit well with Steve Kerr, though. The effort did not sit well. All right, now, Toronto, wow. I heard they're already interviewing coaches, and they're looking to replace 3 or 4 people on their roster if they plan on winning anything. I'm beating Toronto Nation up, but it's nothing personal. It's just, darn it, they got so much talent from year to year, but they never do anything on the offseason to really strengthen that team, strengthen that bench, and they've got no consistency, and it all starts with one thing. Coaching. Great guy, Dwayne Casey, but by God, you're not an NBA coach, son. It's time to go back down to the college ranks. All right, boom. Still getting that Toronto frustration out. But if I were a fan of Toronto Raptors, I would be so frustrated I would boycott. I wouldn't even go to another game. This is a bad, bad team come playoff time. I'm talking bad. All right, let's get into it. Just talk about some NBA. The Cavs overcame that second half surge by Indiana. LBJ had no help, really. I'm telling you, Kevin Love looked just terrible. Kyle Korver pitched in when needed. But those reserves have never been real steady, so something's got to give. Houston at Minnesota. Houston's up 3-1. They're favored -5.5. No call in this one. OKC at Utah. Utah favored -5.5. They're looking to go up 3-1 tonight. OKC could be in some trouble. No call on them, but I do have a very strong call in the NBA on the paid private pick. So make sure you hit me up. MikeBrennerSports@gmail.com. Get that ticket casher for tonight. It's not going to hurt you whatsoever, and I'm even letting you just get one game at a time, so jump on board, send me an email, and we'll talk about it. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Short video. Again, one pick today, but we like it as a winner. Atlanta Braves, baby, -125 on the money line in Major League Baseball. Let's have a great week. Let's stay focused, and let's keep our thoughts on what we're going to do this weekend. Plan that family time. Family's first on this team, so bet responsible, beat your bookie, and build that bag with Brenner. By God, we're picking up steam, and don't forget that Brenner Blast and the Brenner Breakdown is coming to you, baby, on a Monday.